Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
It's a big day for college basketball. We're just moments away from finding out where Gonzaga will be playing in the NCAA tournament. Thanks for joining us here on this special edition of 4 News Now. I'm Jordan Smith. We won't waste any time. Let's send things over to Julian Minnesone, who is live at McCarthy Athletic Center with the latest. Julian?
Well, good afternoon, Jordan. Yeah, we're going to find out where Gonzaga is going to be seated in the NCAA tournament, but this year is a little bit more unpredictable than in previous years. Reason being, Gonzaga is not going to be a #1 seed in this NCAA tournament. According to ESPN's bracketology, the Bulldogs are projected to land a 3 seed in the Big Dance. That means Gonzaga's first and second round matchups and where those games will be played are still up in the air. The Bulldogs will be making their 25th NCAA tournament appearance. Gonzaga is coming off a season in which they won the regular season and the conference tournament championship. The Bulldogs also posted wins over a number of tournament teams this year, including Kentucky, Michigan State, St. Mary's twice, and the projected top overall seed in the tournament as it stands right now in Alabama. So we will keep you updated throughout the show here once we find out where Gonzaga lands in the NCAA tournament, where they're going to be playing, who they're going to be playing. The whole nine. We'll have that right here for you on 4 News Now. For now, reporting inside McCarthy Athletic Center, Julian Minnesone for News Now Sports.
All right, Julian, thanks. And we certainly will be checking back in with you. And we'll be following Gonzaga's NCAA tournament run. Julian Minnesone and Alex Crescenti, they're going to have live fast break to Houston coverage starting later on this week on 4 News Now. Well, it's starting to feel like spring in the inland Northwest, but that doesn't always mean we're going to see a sunny day here, Matt. You're tracking some rain here in the forecast?
We're tracking some rain, and we were talking about this a little yesterday, that by the end of the day, the clouds would return and the rain was going to come back along for the ride. Certainly in central Washington, we're starting to see that now. If you've seen a couple of sprinkles and cloudy skies in Moses Lake and Ritzville, it's not going to be long until we see some of that moisture down by the Tri-Cities work its way up into the I-90 corridor. Same goes with around the Grand Coulee, and our friends in OMAC also has a good chance here in the next hour or two to see at least a couple of sprinkles. You can see right around the Grand Coulee and over into the Lake Chelan area. That's where we're seeing the bulk of the moisture at the moment. Also seeing some rain as far back as Wenatchee as you go down the Columbia River. Also seeing some showers trying to push their way onto the Palouse. In fact, we got a little bit of rain right over Colfax right now. This is going to continue into the Palouse and Potlatch area as well as Garfield before heading further off into the mountains of North Idaho. And this is just the start. Lots of moisture pushing its way across the coastal Pacific Northwest and into our neck of the woods. And so our rain chance is going to really shoot up here into that 60–70% range as we head into your evening and through the overnight hours. And tomorrow is going to be even wetter. I'll help you plan out a pretty soggy start to the week coming up.
Well, that sunshine was nice while it lasted. Matt, thanks for that. If you use MEENACH Drive for your everyday commute, big changes are coming. The city of Spokane is preparing to start a $7 million construction project that will draw heavier traffic in West Spokane because of the closure of MEENACH Drive. Starting tomorrow, major detours will be in place to get over the bridge. Our Peter Choi explains what people who make the drive think about this construction and has details on another upcoming construction project this spring. Peter?
Well, as you can see behind me, quite a bit of traffic on the MEENACH Drive right now. But that traffic will stop for 5 months because of the City of Spokane construction project. And that means major detours for drivers.
Preparations to improve the health of the Spokane River is underway. The city will be working on installing stormwater drainage and pipes.
I like the idea of cleaning up the water before it goes in the river. I mean, I'm all for that because I walk the river every day.
The city says drivers should expect delays and a longer commute.
Use the MEENACH Drive often?
Yeah.
People living near the MEENACH Drive says it's worth the wait.
And with all the projects that have been done, might be a little bit of an inconvenience, but the finished product, it's worth it.
However, these detours are scheduled to last months, leading some to be worried about traffic safety.
I think that ultimately it's worth the health of our river, but I am concerned about the traffic along Downriver Drive and coming up the hill next to Downriver Golf Course. Also the traffic up in West Central. With that traffic diverted, there's already a problem with speeders in the neighborhoods.
Meantime, the city is preparing for another project in April, which will widen Wellesley Avenue roadway between Haven and Market Street, expanding it from 4 lanes to 5 to increase intersection capacity. Water mains in Wellesley Avenue and Market Street will also be replaced and lowered. That project expected to take 3 to 5 months and be completed late this summer. In Spokane, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Some great information there by our Peter Choi. And coming up, the final countdown to Hollywood's biggest night. Ahead, the rising stars that could take home that Oscars trophy.
And we will have another live report inside McCarthy Athletic Center as we find out where Gonzaga is going to land in this year's NCAA tournament. Next on 4 News Now.
And we're keeping an eye on some wet weather moving into the inland northwest. It's rain this time, not snow. And there's going to be quite a bit of it as we go through your Monday. Coming up, we'll show you how long into the week we can expect some of that rainy weather and what you should expect as you're heading out the door tomorrow morning.
Track live radar on the 4 News Now weather app. 4 News Now. Expect more on air, online, and on the app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Vroom, vroom. Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure to leave plenty of space when I pass by. I think 200 feet is right here.
Thank you. That looks safe to me.
And if I can't move over, I promise I'll slow down at least 10 miles an hour below the speed limit or no more than 50 miles an hour.
You promise?
Promise.
We want everyone to get home at the end of the day. When you see vehicles with flashing lights or people working on the side of the road, move over or slow down.
At McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows, we're the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the inland Northwest. That puts McVeigh Brothers in the top 1% of our profession, which means when McVeigh Brothers installs a new roof, it's done right. It's because we love to roof and install the best products with a great warranty to back it up.
Call today for a free quote and get your roof scheduled now before the summer rush arrives.
At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
I'm Lynette. This is my husband, Arthur.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe we're in our 70s, huh?
I have recommended Consumer Cellular to so many people.
She was the one to convince me to come over to her side.
That's right.
Come over to Consumer Cellular and start saving. Get unlimited talk and text with a flexible data plan starting at just $20 a month.
The coverage has been excellent.
You know, it gives us exactly what we want.
You should go with Consumer Cellular.
Switch today. Call or go online.
For a limited time only, get a new John Deere 1023E compact utility tractor with a 120E loader for only $199 per month. Take advantage of this exclusive offer for low monthly payments on top-of-the-line equipment that gets the job done, backed by our consistent quality customer service. Hurry in to your local Pape Machinery, Ag, and Turf store today to cash in on these limited-time offers and get your property ready for the spring ahead. Pape keeps you moving.
Well, Gonzaga basketball is still waiting to find out where they will play in the NCAA tournament. The Bulldogs will be making their 25th NCAA tournament appearance. We're going to send things back out to Julian Minnesone. Julian, any updates since the beginning of the show?
Yes, Jordan, actually not exactly with Gonzaga, but the NCAA selection show has already started naming off their top 4 seeds in each respective region. They've already announced the top 4 seeds in the South region right now. Alabama is number 1, Arizona 2, Baylor 3, and Virginia 4 in the South region. And that's huge because Gonzaga, according to ESPN's bracketology, was projected to go in that 3-seed spot in the South region heading into today. So Gonzaga will not play in the South region, which means Zags fans won't have to worry about traveling all the way to Louisville, Kentucky for a potential regional. That show is in the break right now, so we will keep you updated when Gonzaga ultimately does get announced. But Gonzaga entering today is still projected to get that 3 seed, so we will see if that's the Midwest, West, or even the East region. Only time will tell here inside McCarthy Athletic Center. Jordan?
Well, Julian, I know this year has been different than a lot of years past for Gonzaga basketball, going in as a 3 seed potentially for this tournament. What's the vibe been like for the players there? Are they watching the selection in a room together as a team? What's going on there?
Yeah, the players and the entire team, including head coach Mark Few, are here. They're expected to address the media following the announcement of where they get seated, who they will be playing. But this Gonzaga team is as confident as ever, whether they're the 1, 2, or 3 seed. Let's not forget, while we've seen a lot of conference tournaments over this last week here, Gonzaga just over a week ago smacked St. Mary's for a second straight time. That might get kind of lost when it comes to making a final impression on the NCAA tournament committee. They've not only had 2 wins against St. Mary's, they've beaten other tournament teams this season, including Kentucky, the top overall seed, which we just saw in Alabama. They've beaten Michigan State, all teams that are going to be in this field of 68. So even though Zags fans, this is something they're not used to, not being the top overall seed, they're still going to be a potent team and a tough out when it comes to the NCAA tournament. And of course, we're going to have coverage all week long, later tonight as well, but all week long on our Fast Break to Houston coverage with Alex Crescenti and I, wherever Gonzaga ends up. And we'll have an update for you again later in the show when it comes to this Selection Sunday. Live inside McCarthy Athletic Center tonight, Julian Minensone for News Now Sports.
Well, Gonzaga certainly does get tough when it comes to March. Thanks for that, Julian. And for the first time, acting nominees are leading the way this year. Almost all of them, in fact, have never been nominated before. Here's ABC's Will Nass on a last-minute look at the favorites.
Overnight, workers adding the final touches to the Dolby Theater. And in a year when Hollywood is really into exploring the multiverse,
Thank you for coming.
we find ourselves in a universe where the red carpet is champagne-colored. The 95th Academy Awards is the year of the underdog.
Barry
Barry Keoghan, nominated for Banshees of Inisherin, grew up in 13 different foster homes over the span of 7 years.
So for the kids that are dreaming to be something from the area that I came from, this is for you.
In fact, of the 20 acting nominees, 16 of them are first-timers, which will translate to emotional speeches tonight.
Get to your feet and go to the light. Good things will happen.
Brendan Fraser and Austin Butler locked in a dead heat for Best Actor.
Wear your crystals if you have them today, because Austin's gonna win.
And while Wakanda's Queen Ramonda has been an award season favorite, a shocking last-minute momentum shift now has Banshees of Inisherin's Kerry Condon as the odds-on favorite to win Best Supporting Actress. And while this year's most nominated film, Everything Everywhere All at Once, is the one to beat for Best Picture,
what is happening?
It's those superstar sequels that film fans are really rooting for at home.
Top Gun is pretty much Fun Gun.
Top Gun Maverick soaring to 3.8 billion mentions on TikTok.
And the skills that Tom is putting on display in Top Gun, and so many of his movies, that's a product of, thousands of hours practiced.
And Avatar, The Way of Water, mentioned 9.5 billion times.
Even the people who didn't like this movie have to admit that it was visually stunning.
Certainly a lot to look forward to, and you can watch the 95th Oscars right here after our newscast on ABC, and that starts at 5 o'clock.
And we take a look now as the clouds begin to gather over Spokane. We've had a beautiful view of the mountains today. Things are going to be looking quite a bit different tonight. And as we head into tomorrow, as our next storm is right on the doorstep, it's already clouded over in central Washington. And slowly but surely for the rest of the evening, we will see those clouds come over. So our first late sunset, we are not going to get a good view at all. We'll have much better luck in that department. As we head into next week, you can see the rain pushing across central Washington, trying to get into the Palouse now at this hour. And we're keeping an eye as well up in the mountains where things started pretty early this morning in the Cascades. Snow coming down on Snoqualmie Pass. So if you do have some travel plans early this week, just keep in mind it is still snow up there in the highest of high elevations, even if it is rain down here. And good reason why it's rain. 46 in Spokane right now. Coeur d'Alene's at 42. You can see those clouds gradually moving their way in. It was perfectly sunny, really, just a couple of hours ago. Your forecast for tonight, Rain showers gradually increasing in coverage and intensity as well. And we're not going to get that chilly tonight. We'll only be down into the upper 30s. You can see here, we even saw a couple of 50s today. In fact, seeing some 50s in the bottom of the valley right now. That's going to be a trend, by the way, later on in the forecast. So overall, warmth, likely the even bigger story than the rain. And look at this. I mean, very warm overnight tonight. 39 in downtown Spokane at Liberty Lake, 34 in Spirit Lake. Deer Park only down to about 35. And will even only drop down into the 40s in Lewiston. Wait until you see the highs in the LC Valley as we get into tomorrow. But it's going to be a rainy day. The rain boots and the rain jacket. It's only a few days a year that we usually need those, but tomorrow's going to be one of those days. Out at the bus stop, upper 30s, and a cold, icky rain, and likely some muddy yards and parks as we go through the day. Here's this evening. You can see scattered showers here, and through the simulation by the morning, there you go. Lots of rain scattered around the region, and gradually that increases in intensity. A cold front comes through here in the middle of the afternoon, and so our heaviest rain is going to be from lunchtime through about 4 or 5 o'clock. We'll continue to see rain and perhaps even a wintry mix for a brief moment in North Idaho as we head through Monday night. But by midnight, I expect most of the action to be done. We're going to be keeping an eye on the forecast for some changes as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. The reason why, system coming up from the south, we don't know just how far north this is going to push. So we're going to keep a chance for shower or wintry mix in there. But I really think we're going to see some just very widely scattered showers. And really, tomorrow is going to be the big day. Yeah, upper 40s and even 60s in Lewiston. So it's really going to feel like spring. If you like the weather today, you're going to like the temperatures in this forecast. Our first official 50-degree day. Forecasting here for Friday in the Spokane area on St. Patrick's Day. Saturday, Sunday looking really nice as well after that rainy start.
We are all looking forward to that one, Matt. Thanks so much. The first day of spring is about a week away, so to get excited for the transition, we wanted to give you a bird's eye view of one area just north of Pullman that offers great hiking trails and spectacular views. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone over KAMIAK Butte County Park.
KAMIAK Butte County Park. We are in Whitman County, about 9 miles north of Pullman. It's 298 acres. We have lots of recreational opportunities here due to the unique landscape of the park compared to the surrounding area. The day use area here has a playground and plenty of shade. Other popular activities here at the park include picnicking, photography, bird watching, snowshoeing in the winter, camping, and of course hiking. There are 5.5 miles of trail. For visitors that would like just a quick hike with a view, they can hike to the ridge from the parking lot and back in about a half an hour. For visitors that are wanting to see the summit, the loop trail that goes to the summit is about 2.5 miles long and can be done in about an hour. The view from the top of KAMIAK Butte is spectacular, and that's one of the main things people come here to see. And from the top, you can see Pullman and Moscow, and on a clear day, you can see all the way down to the Blue Mountains. KAMIAK is a very popular place for photographers. Photography is becoming a more and more popular thing for people to get out and do. Folks like to come take pictures of the sunset up here from the top of the butte. And it's a fantastic place to take pictures of wildlife and the surrounding hills and the farm fields. Yeah, that's part of what makes KAMIAK so popular, is its uniqueness compared to the surrounding landscape. Magnificent forested butte in a sea of agricultural fields, and so it provides that wonderful recreational oasis for people to come and play around in this awesome, beautiful park.
And coming up next in sports, we are live inside McCarthy Athletic Center for Selection Sunday. We have an update on where Gonzaga is heading to the NCAA tournament. Coming up next on 4 News Now.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus $3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Get hooked on the outdoors at the 61st Annual Bighorn Show, March 16th through the 19th at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. There's something for everyone in the family at the Bighorn Show. Visit the Trophy Territory. Enjoy live music. Go fishing with the kids at Fishing World. Visit with hundreds of outdoor adventure vendors. Learn cooking tips from local celebrity chef Adam Hegstead. Or just kick back and have a cold one at our Sportsman's Lounge. Get your tickets today at bighornshow.com.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a heat pump with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free heat pump from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think we should hire more people.
Doc, I'm late for a meeting. I'm thinking of starting my own practice.
Do it. Too much capital.
We need a warehouse.
I can't imagine how we do that.
We should knock that wall down and expand.
Do it. There's always another wall beyond the wall.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
So if we spend a third of our lives sleeping, shouldn't we try to get the best sleep possible? That's why Denver Mattress is all about that sleep life. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99, or save up to $100 on our Aspen lineup. Plus, 4 years no interest, no down payment, and free shipping. Improve your sleep life one night at a time. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
4 News Now. Expect more on air, online, and on the app.
Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into sports. I'm Julian Minnesone, live inside McCarthy Athletic Center for Selection Sunday, where we're figuring out where Gonzaga is going to be heading in this NCAA tournament. We do not know where they are slated just yet. We do know a few things, however. I do have an update for you. Gonzaga is not going to be in the Midwest, and they are not going to be in the southern regions. Those are 2 regions that Gonzaga was projected to go to at the start of the day today and even into late last night. So the West is still a possibility. Now, this is unpredictable because Gonzaga is not going to be a #1 seed this year. According to ESPN's bracketology, the Bulldogs are projected to land a 3 seed in the Big Dance. That means Gonzaga's first and second round matchups are up in the air. Gonzaga will be making their 25th NCAA tournament appearance. The Bulldogs are coming off a season in which they won the regular season and conference tournament championships. The Bulldogs also posted wins over a number of tournament teams, including Kentucky, Michigan State, St. Mary's, and the top overall seed as it stands now in Alabama. Now, we will be following Gonzaga's NCAA tournament run. Alex Crescenti and I will have live Fast Break to Houston coverage starting later this week on 4 News Now. You can follow us along on our social media pages on KXLY, KXLY Plus for streaming content, and on KXLY.com for all the on and off the court stories as Gonzaga looks to go to a Final Four in Houston. All right, later tonight, we will find out where the Gonzaga women's team is seated in their NCAA tournament. According to bracketology, the Bulldogs are projected to earn a 9 seed this season. This comes after the Bulldogs lost to Portland in the West Coast Conference Championship game. Gonzaga will be making a 6th straight NCAA tournament appearance. Washington State women's hoops improved its NCAA tournament seeding by winning the Pac-12 championship last week. The Cougars are projected to land a 6 seed, according to bracketology. This is Washington State's 3rd straight NCAA tournament appearance. The Cougars program is looking for its first ever win in the Big Dance. One interesting note, the bracketology projections have Gonzaga and Washington State in the same region, which would play the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 games in Seattle, so possible home court advantage for the Bulldogs. The NCAA women's selection show is starting around 5 o'clock tonight. So Gonzaga still waiting to kind of hear where they are going to land in the NCAA tournament. It's not going to be the Midwest, not going to be the South, so we'll keep you updated there. Look for KXLY.com for all that information. Also, later tonight on Nightside, we'll have the Washington State men's basketball team and Eastern Washington men's basketball team to see where they will land in the NIT tournament. Their projected NIT teams will have that show at 6 o'clock. Or 6 o'clock to find out where they will land, and then we'll have that tonight, the update for you on Nightside. But for now, reporting on Selection Sunday here live inside McCarthy Athletic Center, Julian Minnesone for News Now Sports.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
For back pain, I've always been a take 2 and call in the morning guy. But my new doctor recommended Salonpas. Without another pill upsetting my stomach, I get powerful, effective, and safe relief. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
When you pull up in a brand new $85,000 GMC Sierra Denali, neighbors are going to notice, especially Gary. Don't make this weird, Gary. It's the Spring Into a Sierra giveaway at Northern Quest. Now through March 30th, play daily with your Cameras Rewards card, and you could have a brand new, fully loaded GMC Sierra in your driveway come spring. Details at northernquest.com.
All paws on deck with Ryder and the crew as they set sail in an all-new live stage show. Paw Patrol Live, The Great Pirate Adventure. X sparks the spot in this exciting, action-packed live show full of singing, dancing, and patrolling the high seas. For more information on how to join the heroic pups, you can go to PawPatrolLive.com.
Playing First Interstate Center for the Arts, March 25th and 26th. For tickets, visit PawPatrolLive.com.
McVeigh Brothers Siding and Windows, we're working for you.
McVeigh Brothers proudly sells the most quality and energy-efficient windows sold today. Let us show you how these new amazing windows can improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. And if you're looking for new, strong, durable doors, we have optional multi-point locking systems to make your home safe and secure. For over 60 years, McVeigh Brothers has been improving homes all over the Northwest.
We're working for you.
You may be eligible for a new tax refund called the Working Families Tax Credit from the Washington State Department of Revenue. Those who qualify could get up to $1,200 back. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
Live with Kelly and Ryan.
A quick final check here of your forecast. Pretty wet and dreary to start, but we continue with warm conditions in the afternoon, and by the end of the week, just in time for St. Patrick's Day, looking pretty nice.
Looking real nice. And some news right as we went into break, right after Julian was done with sports. We now know where Gonzaga is going to be playing. They just secured the #3 seed in the West. They'll be taking on Grand Canyon University in Denver. That's on Friday. Some big news for Zags fans.
All right. So,
hey, go too far.
Don't make any plans for late Friday then, I guess.
Yep, you know where to be, in front of that TV. Go Zags. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tonight.
Download the 4 News Now app today. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.